What would you do if every decision could destroy your career, endanger your family, or even cost your life? Yet you knew there was a way to save thousands. This is the story of a man who chose courage over fear and became a symbol of humanity in the darkest of times. The year was 1940. Europe was already engulfed in the flames of World War II. The German army was rapidly advancing in the west and east, and Jews across the continent lived in constant fear and uncertainty. In Lithuania, the capital city of Kaunas, hundreds of Jews were desperately trying to find a way to escape imminent danger. Every street, every house carried stories of loss, starving families, and the palpable tension that hung in the air. In this critical moment, one man, Japanese diplomat Chiune Sugihara, faced a moral challenge that would define him forever. Sugihara was a quiet, calm man, respected by colleagues for his dedication and meticulousness. His official duty was to protect Japanese interests and follow strict diplomatic rules. However, as he watched Jews desperately searching for a way out, he realized that sometimes rules were cold and heartless. While other diplomats turned a blind eye or avoided responsibility, Sugihara knew he could not ignore the human lives before him. The first contacts with the Jews were discreet. People came to his embassy, some quietly, some desperately, pleading for a visa that would allow them to transit through Japan and eventually reach safer countries. Sugihara felt the weight of every decision. Each visa he signed was an act of courage, but also a potential act of rebellion against his government. His hand would tremble as he signed documents, fully aware that every decision could cost him his career and reputation. Yet the lives of the Jews were far more valuable than any bureaucratic consequence. As the war progressed, the pressure grew. Thousands of Jews stood outside his office, begging for the document that could save their families. Sugihara could not stop. He worked tirelessly, manually filling visas, sometimes signing hundreds per day, even using scraps of paper to ensure no one was left without a chance to escape. Every visa was more than paper. It was hope, a chance at life, a light in the darkness of war. Those who received visas remembered his calm gaze and quiet words of encouragement. Parents with small children, elderly people, the sick, all could rely on his humanity. His actions were discreet but relentless. Every signature, every word, was an act of courage in a world dominated by fear and uncertainty. One key moment came when the Japanese government forbade further visa issuance. Sugihara faced a choice: obey orders and stop, or continue helping those in immediate danger. Without hesitation, he continued signing documents, risking his career and reputation. He later said, "You must do what is right, even if it means losing everything you have." Over a few months, Sugihara issued thousands of visas, allowing more than 6,000 Jews to escape Europe and survive the war. Those saved by his actions remembered his name with deep gratitude, calling him a hero whose courage and humanity knew no bounds. His name and deeds became a symbol of hope and proof that one person can change the destiny of thousands. After the war, Sugihara faced the consequences of his decisions. His career in Japanese diplomacy ended, and he and his family had to live modestly, without recognition for what he had done. Yet his deeds were not forgotten. Decades later, the Israeli government honored him as righteous among the nations, recognizing his bravery and selflessness. Today, Chiune Sugihara is remembered not only as a diplomat, but as a symbol of humanity and courage in the darkest of times. His example shows that heroism is not in weapons or power, but in the choice to do what is right when no one else dares. His decisions, his nights spent signing visas, his determination to leave no one behind, and his courage to risk everything remain lessons for the entire world. Sugihara teaches us that humanity is stronger than fear, compassion is more powerful than laws, and one act of courage can change history. His story is not just about war, but about people choosing to stand up for what is right, no matter the consequences. Every visa he signed was proof that even in the darkest times, there is light. Proof that the human spirit can overcome any obstacle, and that the bravery of one person can save thousands of lives.